everybody, it's Carla from Casey Creates, and I'm here because I'm in over my head a little bit again. I had all these great intentions of doing December or 12 Days of Christmas or sort of a version of December dailies, and I was going to have everything all decorated over the weekend. And best laid plans sometimes do not materialize, which is the situation I'm finding myself in. But the reason I'm in over my head is because I wouldn't stop going to the craft store, and I kept finding things that I thought, oh, that'd be a great idea. Then I ended up buying way too many decorations without really a plan for them. All I know is I want to do one of my Christmas trees, which I have like a 9-foot tree in our living room because we have a vaulted ceiling, and then I have a 6-foot tree that's sort of in the kitchen dinette area, and then a small tree for upstairs in the loft where the boys are a lot of the time, and that one I know what I'll do on. But I've been looking on Pinterest, which can often be a bad thing because you just get overloaded with creative ideas. But I've been looking for woodland fairy or woodland themed garlands, and so it was just overwhelming, all of the ideas. But I had this long spool. You know what, let me just slow down because I've got all this energy. I'm rattling and rattling. And first I just want to say welcome and hello, and I'm glad you're here, and I hope you'll stick with me while I craft a little bit, and I'll show you what I've done so far. So there's wonderful ideas out there on YouTube and Pinterest, all over the place. But I've got several balls of this really fluffy fiber, and I'll never use it all, but I had the idea, and I didn't see this online, but I'm sure it's on there somewhere, to mingle it in with my twine. So the twine has that nice natural tone. And then I thought this could kind of look like flocking or snow. So what I did was I doubled the twine, and then I knotted it every 4 inches or so. And so what I'm going to do is glue on pine cones at each knot. So for this video, I'm hoping it won't be too long, but I want to just show you my natural burlap decorations, and maybe you could just chat with me and visit while I finish them up. And then I'm going to try to gather up enough to make one whole tree filled with my garlands that I create with you. So this has just been an unprecedented year for so many of us, but many of you already know I went back to teaching, and I'm teaching art in the high school. It happens to be the high school that both my niece and nephew graduated from in their neighborhood, so it's interesting that a lot of the teachers there will mistake me for my twin sister, which is natural. But they had a very successful, productive high school years, and it's a really good school. But because we're learning in a totally different way, it's been an extreme learning curve for me, and it has taken up so much more time than I think it normally would. I got a really good observation review today from one of our principals, so that really helped me feel better. I think they're just being really gracious though, because all of us have had to really learn how to do this and make it work with like less than 30% of the students being right there in front of you. So it has been a challenge, and I'm saying all that because I'm so far behind. I thought I would be way more ahead with my decorations. So what I have are these stems that I bought a while ago from the Dollar Tree, but they had these really sturdy, chunky pine cones on them. So I thought for the amount of pine cones I was getting off of the garland, it was a really good deal. So if you can see, they stick on really nice. They're very cute. And I have one already finished. I'll show it to you. So I really had fun actually. Oh wait, I have one that's a little bit tangled here. I'm not sure what I did. But anyway, I had a lot of fun actually making these. What a mess. I wasn't thinking it was this tangled. Sorry. I'm sure you're not watching this so that you can watch me untangle garland. It untangles easily though. So anyway, I'm gonna make about, I don't know, 3 or 4 strands like this. So my thinking is just decorating the tree with the majority of it being handmade woodland themed garlands. And so I want to do, I think I'm going to do 3 of this one. And then I have this one, and I'm told this is boxwood. It's faux boxwood plant, and from the Dollar Tree things, I took the berries off of there and I put them on here. And now I'm sort of stuck because I want to decide if I'm going to tie a ribbon at the top, maybe a plaid ribbon, or I had the idea of, I'm going to try this. See, I just have too many ideas and I really need to narrow it down. So I found these mini ones. These are actually already on a garland. They're on a fishing line kind of garland. But I was going to cut them off because I don't think, oh no, these are actually just hung. That's actually for maybe a mini Christmas tree or something. But I was thinking of just, oh, I'm going to burn myself. I was thinking of just sticking one here. That might be kind of pretty. All the way down. Hold on, you guys. My dog wants me to let him out, so I'll be right back. Okay, so, like I said, I was using the berries off of these little sprigs that I got from the Dollar Tree. And then I thought after that I would glue on these little tiny pine cones. Yeah, I think that's kind of cute, except I don't need the little, or maybe I will leave these. I probably can't see that, but I think I'll leave these little transparent, if I don't melt them, loops, because that might help them drape nicely on the branches. So where did I put the container? There they are. I'll put these on this one. I don't know how this is going to end up looking. I really hope it looks nice. But like I said, I've gotten behind with my ambitious plans, and now I want to catch up because I've made myself a promise. Today is December 3rd, and anything that is not decorated by Saturday evening, which will be December 5th, is going to go back in the box, and better luck next year is what I'll say, because I don't want to be stepping over boxes of decorations next week which is what I'm doing right now. I've pulled out way too much stuff because I don't have an idea of exactly what direction I want to go, except that I know I want a nice earthy woodland home for Christmas kind of feel without going back to the craft store thinking I still need something else. So these are quite cute. I've been having trouble finding pine cones. I know you can find them really easily at Michael's. However, Michael's really, their quality hasn't really been the best. And ever since we had a craft store called AC Moore, they may have merged. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but ever since then, and maybe the pandemic has something to do with it, but they don't offer very good discounts anymore. And their things sell out really fast and they don't restock very quickly. So I really haven't felt the need to go to Michael's as much as I go to Joann's and Hobby Lobby. And Joann's has been having excellent coupons. Okay, so this garland is quite a bit shorter, but I'm really liking how that looks with the pine cones and the boxwood and the berries. So this one is done. So I've got the pine cone one. I'm going to do 2 of this one with the boxwood and the berries. And then I was putzing around with a few other ideas. So you see I have my cup here. Can you read that? It says, I just want to drink hot cocoa and watch Christmas movies. Well, I have a mocha in here. So I was making my natural kind of earthy embellishment. I'm not sure where I found this little bird's nest, but isn't that the cutest? I've got to figure out where to find teeny little scraps of twigs and make some of these. I'm not sure where you could order a lot of them. I think they'd be really cute on the tree. One of my sweet friends puts real bird's nests in her Christmas tree. And some of you know I have a phobia of birds, so I'm not sure I'd be able to do that. But I love bird's nests. I just think they're such a neat little dwelling. So what I've got in this box is just some things that I had been making burlap poinsettias with. And what I did was I took this packing tape and I backed it onto sheets of burlap. So, and see, I just love nature. I love being outside. I was outside with my students. We were doing what we call a mask break. And I picked up these twigs because I was thinking, oh, maybe there's a way I can incorporate these into my garland. So I have all those in there. But I was also making homemade flowers of poinsettias, and I just thought maybe I'd show you what I did. I took 5 petals, all different sizes. They're not perfectly matched up in size. So I'll glue this one together and show you what I've been up to. Some of them I pinched in the center. And if you guys don't mind, I'm going to pause this because both my boys are coming in and it's going to get noisy, so I'll be right back. So while I turned the camera off, I was pinching the petals here, and I am so sorry that my fingers are all gummy with glue. I haven't been using hot glue much lately, but for Christmas decorations it just seems faster and a bit more secure. So for my burlap poinsettias, I've just been pinching them a little bit, and right now they're not totally stuck down because I'm going to give them a really firm press here in a minute once I get them all positioned. Whoa. And you guys really are helping me. Making a video and feeling like I'm crafting with you is motivating me to get this done, which is what it's going to take. Thursday's kind of my Friday because we don't go into school on Fridays. We still have meetings and grades and stuff like that, but it is nice to know I don't have to get up and leave the house. So this was the soonest I could get to this kind of thing. But like I said, I have a goal to be done by Saturday evening, and I'm hoping my family, we try to decorate together and watch a movie. I want to watch that new Santa movie on Netflix. They have a Christmas Chronicles 1, which we've always made one of our annual movies, and now they have Christmas Chronicles 2 on Netflix, so we're gonna watch that one together and hopefully finish off our decorations together. I was wondering what these would look like as stamen in the middle. So these are those little Tim Holtz paper flowers. I can stop picking at my fingers. So what I did was I put well, I mounded a pearl under this one and then put these little, I don't know what they're called, glitter pebbles they're called. But this one ended up more mounded in the center than I like, so that one goes in the XYZ file. I'm not going to use it. So I feel like it's too late in the season for me to be experimenting with what kind of decorations I do and don't want. So this one I took twine. Where did I put my twine? I clearly don't have a large enough space to be doing this because I've already lost my twine. I'm sure it's here somewhere. But anyway, you can see where I just kind of made like a little loopy flower and stuck it in the center. And here's my twine. So I'll show you. I'm going to do another one. Just looped it like that. Pinched it in the center. Snipping it off. And then I'm going to put just a generous amount of glue. And spread these like a flower petals. And stick it in the center. Hopefully without burning myself. There we go. And I don't really mind if they're overlapping because I'm going to snip them in a minute. This is how I get glue all over me. Oops. Well, that was very elegant, wasn't it? Okay. As long as I get it to stick. There. It's because I'm trying to do it on camera. It's kind of turning out into a nightmare. Okay. So let me show you with this one because clearly I'm going to need to fix that one up a little bit. So I just took my scissors then and snipped these like so, and then I'm going to take another mound of glue. I think a flat back pearl would work better if you want it to be slightly lifted or mounded, but for now I'll just let my glue serve as what I'll pile it on. And then I'm going to take my little gold pebbles and just fill in like this. So I think that works for the center of my poinsettias. Yeah. And then after these are dry, I've got enough to make 5 of these. I'm going to rim them with more twine, and then my goal is to give them a spritz with, if I can find that, the snow, the spray snow. Which is right here. And just for the fun of it, I'm going to give it a little spray and see what happens. I'll stick those back on there. Those little pebbles are really cute. I wasn't really sure what I would do with them, but they actually work really well for the center of flowers. They're just little glitter covered styrofoam balls. They're cute. But then I thought, okay, now I can take my spray snow I wonder if just rubbing it will help. I'm totally just experimenting while you watch, guys, so don't take any of this as instructional at all, because that is not what I'm doing. I'm crafting and chatting with you, all trial and error. So I'm not sure. That's another one where it'll just take some tweaking, but I'll rim the rest of this and follow through with it until it's done, and I'll come back and show it to you when I'm finished. But I was just thinking I would show you each step I took to make these. Snipping them, mounding them in the center with the little pebbles, and then spraying them. It might be better to just take a brush and dab some gesso on the edges, maybe, instead of this, or like on this garland with the boxwood. I definitely want this to have like blocking of some sort, so I'm going to give these a spray and see how that looks. Oh, too much. Oh, you can just blot it off. That's cute. I'm spilling my not gesso, my Mod Podge. Okay. Oh, now that I think will work. I'm gonna like that. Yeah, that'll look pretty. So just a quick spray and then a dab if you have to take some of it off. I just have to get the feel for how much pressure comes out of this can. Oh, these are pretty. Okay, I'm liking that. This is just parchment paper that I got out of the drawer where all my baking papers and foils and things are. Yeah, okay. So I will use the spray on these, let them dry. And put this over here carefully so it'll dry. Okay, so what have we covered? I did the pine cone garland, the boxwood and holly berry garland, and then I have one more. This one I thought, oh, I've got 2 more to show you. So in this one, I've had these slices of wood forever. I think my sister mailed me these out in Arizona. These are the larger ones that I'm going to actually make ornaments with. And these are the smaller ones. But I saw one where they were all on a garland, and then they stamped Christmas on each one. And so I'm thinking of just using a nice letter stamp, CHRISTMAS, and stamping Christmas. That one has a black spot on them, and tying them to a garland as well. So I have the wood slices, which definitely lend themselves to woodland theme, and I'm thinking of tying them on. Let me see. I had to tediously pull apart the twine because it was too thick to go through the drilled holes on the wood slice. But I just made that a relaxing kind of thing to do. But you can see how that'll be kind of cute. So I'm sorry I don't have finished products to show you just now, but I'm talking my way through this so that I will by the end of the weekend. And I will come back with another video. I'm going to try to do 12 between now and Christmas. So the first few will have to do with decorating, and then the few after that will do with journaling and finishing up my Christmas journal maybe. Or if there's anything you'd like to see during my 12 videos, let me know. Or if you don't want to, no, please don't tell me if you don't want to see them. It'll hurt my feelings. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I made my own picks. I cut skewers on an angle, and I glued them on. Oops, need a glue stick. So these are thicker little skewers. They're little stylists that you would maybe use for scratch boards. And I know this is probably unnecessary. You can purchase picks rather inexpensive, but again, I got myself in, and I'm feeling like I have to follow through now because I bought the supplies. So yes, I had to sit here and hold these in place. And I won't torture you and ask you to watch glue dry. So I'll show you how they turned out. So what I did was I created several of these on my own little picks, and then I got these cute pom-poms. I was looking for these in craft stores, but I couldn't find just white, and I knew I just wanted white, and then lo and behold, they had a whole bag of just white ones at the Dollar Tree, and they were much more expensive than that in the craft store for colors that I didn't really even want. So sometimes I have luck at the Dollar Tree and sometimes I don't, and this time I must say I was pretty happy. So these are going to be picks that I'll stick into my woodland tree. I just like how they take on that like cottony look or snow look, and I made several of those. And then this, I love this. I really wish I would have bought more of these because at the time I had no clue what I wanted it for. So I had several and I put them back because I'm like, no, don't buy them if you don't know what you're going to use them for. But look at these. They're chenille little curly cues, and they're so soft and so pretty. And when I show you my front door decoration, you'll see why I thought these might work in my wreath, because I used the black and white buffalo check. I'll never follow the trend again, because I followed through with it because I purchased the materials, but I wasn't happy with it. It's pretty, but just not a trendy kind of girl. But these, oh, they're so soft and fun. You could probably achieve the same thing with pipe cleaners, but I just got a kick out of. Anyway, I bought these from Walmart, and they're the holiday time, and they were very inexpensive. So there was that, and then so I have several of these that'll go into my woodland tree. And then the burlap embellishments are these curly cues that I made, and I was going to show you how I did it. I used one of those thick glue sticks, but of course I've gotten myself in a huge mess over here trying to show you how I craft in a space where I don't typically craft. I'll show you on one of the dowels, but I'll tell you, the dowel isn't a great idea because unless you pull it off soon, it sticks to the dowel. So the better option is one of the long, really long glue sticks, because it'll slide off because it's plastic. So you just take your twine and you're gonna make 3 or 4 strands. Let's do 4 because this one's kind of thin. And then after you cut them, you're gonna twist them just a little bit. And then I've got some Mod Podge here, and you don't have to saturate the whole thing, just enough so that it'll slide down. And do you see how it's kind of going all the way through? It's kind of soaking through. And that's all you have to do. And just give it a minute to firm up a teeny bit. And then you wrap it around your dowel. And this is a fun way to make branches too. So then I just wrap it around like this, give it a minute, and it will hold on its own. And then don't let it completely dry. You want to come back to it when it's almost dry. I'm talking clay terms. I was about to say when it's leather hard, but I guess when it's flexible like leather. And it'll roll right off into a really nice curly cue. I'm gonna wash my hands off a little bit. And so you end up with these. And they're quite fun. And you can stick these onto the end of a pick. So I'll hot glue this one on, just like that. And you can make them as long as you want. Just going to hold on to it there for a minute. And see how they'll stretch out still? And they'll hold their shape pretty well. But at Hobby Lobby I was seeing all these different picks, and some of them were appealing and others were just, oh, not quite what I was looking for. Let me see, let me put a little more glue on the tip here. Okay. Well, was that all of them? I think I did a few that were just like this. That's not a very good example of one. Well, here's some more. So I did some like this, where I just used a flat strip of burlap, and was thinking they could hang. Doesn't show up very well on the camera. Let's see here. Mise en place. Clean some of this up. There we go. Okay, so I've got my curly Q picks. I've got my the one with the hooks. Did I bring my hooks? I thought I did, but can't find them, so I'll show you with some wire. So I thought these would be fun to just dangle. I can't get it through that one. Let's put it through this one with a hook. Just kind of hook them onto the branches. So there's that one and that one. There's the burlap poinsettias. There's the twine garland. There's the pom-pom pick. And the burlap. I mean the twine one with the fiber and pine cones, which I'll probably tie some ribbon on these. And then I also bought these cute little, what are these, raffia or reed, or I'm not sure what you call this, but I thought these were super cute to put on a strand of lights, and just cover the little bulb with these. And you got 4 in a pack for $1, so I thought that would be really cute. I made these once out of just wrapping little tiny water balloons with, not water, you just blow them up with air, and then you use Mod Podge and wrap them, and when it dries, it's like paper mache. You just pop the balloon and you have these little hollow balls or spheres, and you put them over the light and they glow. So I love these. Anyway, can't believe I have rambled on and done these little sample things for over 30 minutes now, so thank you for hanging with me. I'm going to continue on here since I don't have to leave to go anywhere in the morning. I'm going to craft until my heart's content, and hopefully be cleaning all this up and putting it away because I'm finished, and then I'll be back to show you more. But thanks for watching with me. Happy crafting, everyone. Bye.